They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 13 on the pickup, and it's good for an Atlanta first down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throw reeled in by London. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. From the gun, it's Daniels. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Play fake here. Daniels. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Falcons will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 31. Into the hands of Pitts. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Got a man, it's London. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
An option give to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll be facing 4th down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th. And he fakes the spike. Searches, and they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So 5 yards there, but still 1 in the hole. It's 3rd and 11.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Jackson now on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that.
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. This is caught. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on 1st. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Lamar out of the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a 1st. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Falcons who have 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That one's complete to London. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The throw is caught. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He fires one deep down the right. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in balance.
Again, Daniels to the air. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. He's trying another one deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Daniels now. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Robinson on the inside give. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Daniels back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had the balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance.
2nd and 3 now. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play fake, Jackson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now Jackson off the play action. He's on the move. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, here's Lamar. Caught by Flowers. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up second down. Option give here. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Out of the shadow of your own goal line, well, the defense wasn't having it. When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So 2nd down coming up. A give now from the gun. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. A 3-yard gain leaves him just... Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. He connects downfield on 4. Touchdown, Baltimore. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Falcons cover up the kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying with Robinson. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stuck at the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Complete over the middle. Has some room to work. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. On 2nd down, Robinson. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing now, Daniels. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw it on 1st down. Avoid some trouble there. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense in the hurry up here. They go play action on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out in the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. He completes it in traffic. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. The Ravens look like they got it back, and they did! 2-score game. Gotta get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, partner.
One possession at a time, one play at a time, one bite at a time to the very end.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Amik Robertson takes it away!
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Another carry for Robinson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. A handoff for Robinson, running right. Down the sideline, inside the 30. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 4th and long. Throwing from the gun. That's caught beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Got to hurry this to the line. They'll throw it again. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Amik Robertson takes it away.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth gate down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team. This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football.